Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, the Caramel Critic, and today we are going to talk about A Quiet Place 2. Now, I will be talking about some light spoilers in this review. I won't reveal everything, but I have to, in order to give a full review, I have to mention some things. So, A Quiet Place 2, it brings back John Krasinski and his beautiful wife, Emily Blunt. Now, the movie starts off with a flashback about what happened the day, I guess, the monsters arrived, and we get to see John Krasinski back in his role. I feel like that was probably the only way they could get him back into the movie is to do a flashback. But I also do feel like the flashback was a way to set up a new character that Emily Blunt's character meets in the present time period. After the flashback, it picks right back up from where the first movie left off, and Emily Blunt is with her three children, including the baby, and they are traveling somewhere. And they come across this character I mentioned earlier, who's played by Cillian Murphy, and he was a friend of the family's before all this stuff happened. He has like this kind of bunker type warehouse thing that he's been staying in and staying safe. Emily Blunt sets off a trap, basically, where these bottles make noise when you trip the wire. And so then that means the monsters are coming. So the family's on a crunch time, so they're running, trying to get to safety, and the son accidentally steps into a bear trap and his leg gets caught. So that's when Cillian Murphy's character has to come and basically rescue them, and he shows them, where he's been staying, and he only allows them to stay because he sees that they have a baby with them. The son is in a lot of pain and he's in need of meds, and the daughter takes it upon herself to go out and get some medical supplies, and Cillian Murphy goes after her to try and help her, and that's really the basis of the story. I will say that John Krasinski's directing is really good, especially since he is still pretty new at this. But what he does with the cinematography and some of the tones of the scenes, it's very well done. However, I did take issue with some of the characters. I feel like most of the characters in this movie, with the exception of the baby and Cillian Murphy's character, they do really dumb stuff. So the daughter, we know she's deaf, but she wants to go out and find medical supplies for her brother, by herself, which I don't think is very smart. Then the mother goes out to also get medical supplies, and she leaves her injured son with the baby. And then the son, who is injured, comes out the bunker I'm not exactly sure why he came out the bunker, but he comes out, leaves the door open, and ends up dropping something, making noise, and one of the monsters is headed their way. So he has to hurry up and get back into the bunker and protect the baby. But I just feel like all three of them made really dumb decisions that put everyone in jeopardy. It's like with the first one, the sister, which she's the one that caused the father to be killed because of her wanting to go off and do what she wanted to do, and in turn drew some monsters to where they were staying. I did still enjoy the movie. It is still some really great suspenseful moments, but I do feel like some of the quiet moments were dragged out a little too long. Like the first movie, I get it, this is a quiet place, they have to be quiet, and I'm not saying there has to be dialogue in every scene because it worked very well in the first one, but with this one, I feel like they relied way too heavy on the quiet moments and nothing was really going on, and I got a little bored. I feel like if the father did not die in the first one, he definitely could have taken Cillian Murphy's role in the second one, because he pretty much did the same thing that I think the father would have done. I honestly feel like they could have changed the story maybe a little bit. There is, later in the movie, the daughter and Cillian Murphy do come across a community of people who, they're not the nicest people, and they try and kill him and try and take the daughter. Now, I feel like it was sort of maybe like a cop-out, or maybe they just didn't know what to do with the ending, and these people just randomly show up. I feel like the movie basically should have been this group of people finding out that the Abbott family have this device that can kill the monsters, and they're tracking the family, they're trying to get it. They encounter Cillian Murphy, and he still helps them, but this group is still after them, and I think their deaths would have paid off a lot better, knowing if we knew more about them and were more invested with them because they were on screen longer. Again, I will say this still was an enjoyable movie, and I definitely do want to watch it again. Maybe there were some parts that I missed, but it is an enjoyable movie. It is very suspenseful. I just didn't agree with some of the character decisions that were made and maybe some of the plot points. One thing I do have to say though, so there is a character that they meet in this movie, and we've all seen him in several movies before. I can never pronounce his name and I do not want to butcher it. So I'm just going to put up a picture of him. But he is in a lot of movies and I think he is a great actor. However, he always dies in a movie. I think I can only think of one movie where he didn't die, and that was Constantine. I can't remember if he died in Amistad or not. I feel like he didn't, but I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. But he has been in Aquaman. He's been in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's been in Fast and the Furious. Like, he is just always that side character that comes in great and then he just gets killed. I really, really, really want to see him in more leading roles and not dying in his movie. So guys, that was my review of A Quiet Place 2. Go check it out. It's only playing in theaters, but I do hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.